Welcome back everybody to Ronin Daily. My name is Theo. I just saw interesting tweet from this guy. He said most Axie players are from the Philippines, and most people that I know who playing it doesn't really care about origin, land gameplay or even builders program. They only care about SLP value price, and if the price stayed at 5 cents I'm sure people won't leave despite Ronin hack. Many people agree with him. So, I think most of players still don't understand how important origin, land gameplay and Axie builders program for the game economy, especially for making SLP balance. Here is why it's so important for SLP. Let's watch this clip.
Words from here for sure. And obviously, if you're on social media at all, you see a lot of people talking about SLP and, what the plan is to try to help that token, make sure there's meaningful burning mechanisms. There's a lot of different approaches there. This transition from Axie Classic to Axie Origin is a little bit of a complicated time with a few road bumps, but I think the Builders program opens up the door for a lot more utility for SLP as well. Like for some of these games, they could run little tournaments, there could be little buy-ins, there could be all sorts of potential integrations where people could use SLP to interact with these builders program games rather, and there's huge potential for like burning mechanisms or lockups or various ways to use SLP and just give it more utility, right? Increase that game theory of, do I sell my SLP or do I hold my SLP? Those are kind of your two big options right now, or stake it. I guess those are your big three. But once we start having these gaming experiences that integrate that token in a more meaningful way, that is utility for SLP, and I think in theory that should be good for like the overall health of the SLP economy, right?
As Zyori said, Builders program will be good for the SLP economy. Making burn mechanisms that works is not that easy. Many NFT game tokens keep falling after implemented it. There has to be demand for the burning mechanisms. See this clip.
More burning mechanisms is generally good, but if you really stop and think about the game theory of it, there has to be demand for the burning mechanisms. They have to yield something that is either worth it or has the perception of being worth it, or else you're just asking other people to burn their money so that your money can be worth more. And if you really think about that, like if there's no demand for the mechanism, then who's actually burning their money? It's sort of a complicated thing that has to be, I think, calibrated properly. And that's part of, I think, why we need multiple different types of burning mechanisms. So there isn't just one funnel, but multiple different avenues where little bits of SLP are getting burned here and there.
Alright, that's huge, but how about Axie Cosmetics, who won't spend their money for virtual asset that has no use case? Here is the answer.
And maybe these things sound silly, or like who would ever pay to have, particles come out of their Axie? Let me tell you something about games like League of Legends and Dota 2, my friends. They're completely monetized by cosmetic items, and people go crazy to show off their wild collectibles and have particles coming out of their heroes, to buy items that have literally no utility outside of bragging rights, social status, and just aesthetically pleasing graphics. So, I'm super bullish on Axie Cosmetics.
That's all for today. Like Zyori, I am super bullish on Axie Infinity. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.